Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Well, hello everyone, and a good Thursday evening to you, and welcome once again to yourliveevent.com. As tonight, it is North Dakota High School Wrestling on the docket. It is a boys and girls combined wrestling action here tonight. We have a boys triangular against three teams, the teams of Northern Cass, Central Cass JV, as well as the Grafton Spoilers. That is in the boys triangular tonight. In between, we will also splice in some girls high school wrestling, as well as we've got wrestlers from Northern Cass, as well as Grafton, Hillsborough Central Valley, and Breckenridge Wahpeton all join us here as well on the girls side. So it's a boys triangular as well as girls varsity matches as well. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com, and it continues next.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
The Grafton Spoiler Boosters would like to thank everyone in and around the community for their support. Thanks to your continued support and generosity, in the last 3 years, the Grafton Spoiler Boosters have been able to give back over $100,000 to student athletics and activities. Without your support of the Grafton Spoiler Boosters, this would not be possible. Thank you again, and go Spoilers! This message from the Grafton Spoiler Boosters.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. This is our Irie Insurance pregame show. Again, thank you so much for joining us here from Northern Cass, here North Dakota High School Wrestling. A couple teams kicking off their season. A couple teams, just a couple of matches so far in this season on this young season so far as we hit the first week of December. Again, so glad that you could join us here on yourliveevent.com, our pregame show from Irie Insurance. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve at Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote. Taking a look here at our schedule of events. Again, we have girls matches placed in between our boys triangular dual matches of Northern Cass, Grafton, and Central Cass JV here tonight. So The matches will go as follows. We'll start at 5 o'clock with some girls matches as well. Then we'll have the duel between the boys of Northern Cass and Grafton. Then we'll just do a rolling schedule. So once that duel concludes, then we'll get in with a few more girls matches as well, roughly scheduled for 5:45. But again, that is a rolling schedule use. So if they're running a little bit ahead of time, then they'll just move right along as well. The second duel will be Grafton against Central Cass, and then round it out at roughly 6:45. Then will be once again girls matches, and then the nightcap is Northern Cass and Central Cass in the boys duels. That is our schedule of events here from Northern Cass. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Early on schedule of the season here. We'll try to get the best as we can as again girls going on with some matches here as well. They're figuring out what the match order is for what the girls will be going through. When I get that information, still I'll be able to get that through my phone here. They'll get the schedule sent up to me, and then we'll be able to get all the names and wrestlers for each and every team competing here tonight. Again, thank you so much for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Again, a couple of changes here in the offseason have been made in the NFHS for high school wrestling standards. The big one is the new way in which they count back points. Again, before it was a count of 3 got you 2 points, a count of 5 got you 3 points. Well, now they have changed it a little bit here this season. So now a count of 2 will get you 2 points, a count of 3 will get you 3 points, and a count of 4 will get you 4 points. So the rationale for that is they just wanted to try to increase scoring as well as increase the likelihood or the chances of taking more risks and trying to get more points on the scoreboard as well. That was the main change. A couple of other changes as well in there. Elimination of the 10-foot circle in terms of just in regards to maybe stalling or any other thing else as well. It used to kind of be the thing if you were wrestling, try to stay inside that 10-foot circle. Now that has officially been removed as far as scoring or penalizing wrestlers here as well as now only 1 foot is needed in bounds for the when trying to score a takedown. There's a couple of rule changes as well. We'll take a break, come back, we'll look at the upcoming schedule on yourliveevent.com. That's when we return. This is your Irie Insurance pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Hi, I'm Diana, and I work at Marvin. Working in manufacturing, not a lot of sitting, so it just makes your day go by faster. Belonging to Marvin makes me feel stable. 25 years. My kids were little when I started here in Grafton. Now I have a daughter that works here. She was one of the ones that pushed me to become the lead, pushed me to be the person that I am now. And I just see myself retiring here. If you're looking for an awesome place to work, come join me at Marvin.
Thank you for joining us here once again on yourliveevent.com, our Irie Insurance pre-match show. Again, we're going to start off with some girls matches placed in between the rounds of our boys duel between Northern Cass, Central Cass JV, and Grafton. Try to get those for you. Our first round, we'll have some girls matches as well.
Officials for tonight's contest, Mr. Neil Lynn. Now we'll get started with our exhibition matches.
So we're going to start with some exhibition matches here as I get the exhibition rosters sent to me right now. Alexis Hill Blankenship for Breckenridge Wahpeton will be our starter against Bella Erickson of Northern Cass. Right here again, our pre-match show from Irie Insurance. Thank you to Irie Insurance. As well as thank you to all the sponsors that you will see in here throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage on YLE would not be possible. All right, Alexis Hill Blankenship versus Bella Erickson. Hill Blankenship from Breckenridge Wahpeton. Bella Erickson from Northern Cass will be our first matchup here. As match begins, Erickson will be in the color green. Hill Blankenship will be in red as they tie up here to begin our match tonight. Feeling it out again, 2-minute first period. Thank you for joining us. And a quick 2-point takedown by Erickson. She'll take a quick 2-0 lead in our first matchup of the contest. (2-0) as Erickson looks to work on top. Hill Blankenship able to get back to a base. Erickson now reaches for the near arm. Locks it in, trying to get a breakdown. Minute and 10 seconds remaining in the first period. And a 2-0 Erickson lead. Erickson still with top advantage with 50 seconds. Hill Blankenship able to get back up to the base. Now post one leg out, but Erickson able to get her, locks in a cradle and able to turn it over. Back points upcoming. Now Erickson is going to look for a pinfall. Still 35 seconds remaining in the period. Now trying to settle in, has 4 back points. Now is looking for the pin. And there it is, a pinfall in a time of 1 minute and 34 seconds. All right, Kira Kazette and Quinn Slotdahl will be our second match here. Kazette for Hillsborough Central Valley, Slotdahl for Breckenridge Wahpeton. Neutrals, we start our first period. As it looks like we'll have 4 more matches after this one. This one officially the 124 pound weight class. 30 seconds gone in the period as they're wrestling neutral. Trying to fill out the opponent here early on in this match, early on in this season. High school girls wrestling added a couple years ago to the state of North Dakota. Minute gone in the period. Still neutral position, collar and elbow tie, both of them trying to work, trying to get head position, hand position, trying to see if an opening is able to come to them. As rolling around, and it will result in no points award yet. Now we'll get a 3-point takedown. 3-point takedown for Kazette. Now she's working on top, going to try to pick up some points here. Slotdahl now trying to pressure out, trying to roll back to her base. Half attempt by Kazette. Has 4 back points upcoming, but trying to get more. Still 25 seconds in the period as Kira Kazette trying to look for a pinfall attempt. Final 20 seconds. Slotdahl trying to get out, trying to bridge, trying to last these last few seconds to try to live to fight for another period. Final 10 seconds. Kazette trying to spin around, trying to readjust the weight, trying to get the second shoulder on the mat. Final couple of seconds. Slotdahl, though, able to hold on, live to fight for another period, but it is a 4-point near fall. And that will give Kazette a 7-0 lead. As we'll get a Kazette now in top position looking for the pinfall, has Slotdahl on the back. It's a 10-0 lead, but Kazette wants that pinfall attempt. Still plenty of time, 1 minute and 35 seconds remaining. Minute 30 remaining. Kazette looking for the pinfall. Slotdahl just trying to bridge, able to get back to her base, back to her belly, but it is a 4-point near fall. And it's now 14-0 in favor of Hillsborough Central Valley as Kira Kazette. Minute remaining. Kazette now runs a butcher, trying to look for final couple of points. Slotdahl, though, able to get back to the base. No points awarded. Kazette got a point to a count of 1. Then Slotdahl able to get back to her belly. However, Kazette holding on to it, now able to walk around the head, and now back points upcoming. As that'll be a 2-point near fall, and that'll be enough for a 16-0 tech fall. So Kazette with a 16-0 tech fall to pick up the victory in that one here in our second match.
From Hillsborough Central Valley, Crystal Magnuson will be taking on Avery Davidson.
So 130 pounds will be Crystal Magnuson against Avery Davidson. Magnuson will be red, Davidson will be green. Two-minute periods. Again, takedown worth 3. Recent changes. Dating myself, as I called it, to the first match. That's what it was back when I was wrestling. but now 3-point is awarded for a takedown, and we'll get a quick whistle out of bounds. 16 seconds in as they'll go back to the neutral position. As Davidson in on a shot, but Magnuson able to kick back and remain in neutral position. 30 seconds gone in the period. Davidson from Northern Cass, Magnuson from Hillsborough Central Valley. Minute 20 remaining. Neutral position, collar and elbow tie, both of them working around the mat, trying to look for an opening. Shot attempt there by Davidson. Magnuson trying to kick out. Davidson, though, able to suck it in. Now transitions it into a double leg. Takes her down, and it's a takedown. 3 points for Davidson. She'll lead 3-0. Minute gone in the first period. Magnuson able to work back up to a base. Tries to post out the leg briefly. Now a sit-out attempt, trying to get it into a roll. Erickson, though, able to follow, remains in top position. Magnuson with a sit again, now looking for that roll. Davidson follows, able to break her down to the belly. Final 35 seconds. Magnuson now with a crossface. Magnuson, though, able to look away, able to get the arm free. Davidson now trying to work out to the side. Crossface attempt, but Magnuson able to get back to a base, back on her knees. Final 20 seconds, see if she can get a quick escape. Davidson goes to the near leg and drives her down and breaks her down to the belly with 10 seconds remaining in our first period. Final 10 seconds as Avery Davidson will just look to ride it out, and we'll take a 3-0 lead into period number 2. We'll go neutral position. As quickly in on a shot attempt is Davidson, and the takedown once again. That will make it 6-0 in favor of Northern Cass's Avery Davidson. 6-0 in the second period. Davidson again working the crossface. Magnuson able to look away, looking to work her way back up to a base. Davidson now trying to transition into a half. Coach is yelling at her for that. Magnuson trying to work back up to a base. Minute 15 remains. Minute 5 remaining. Davidson now trying to work out to the side. Trying to break Magnuson down, got her back down to the belly, now trying to roll out the wrist. Halfway gone in the second period. Davidson with a 6-0 lead. Now goes out to the side. Magnuson able to work back up to her base. Posts her leg out. Now Magnuson on a stand-up. Davidson goes to the near leg. Magnuson trying to kick out, trying to get that escape point to put her on the board. Erickson, though, able to transition it into a throw attempt, a scramble, and it results with Davidson still remaining in top control with 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Davidson leads 6-0. Final 15 seconds of our second period. Davidson with a 6-0 advantage here on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Dakota Heritage Bank. And we'll get a whistle, and that is the end of period number 2. Avery Davidson leads Crystal Magnuson by a score of 6-0 here in the 130-pound weight class, as Davidson will start in the down position. Third match, 6 matches scheduled in our opening round, as an escape gives Davidson a 7-0 advantage. Now off the whistle, Davidson back in on a shot attempt. Magnuson with a sprawl. They remain neutral. Davidson back in on a shot attempt. Magnuson with a sprawl once again. and had her briefly in a front headlock position, but Davidson able to stand back up and get back to the neutral position, and they go out of bounds with 1:32. 1:32 remaining in our third period as Crystal Magnuson trails Avery Davidson by a 7-0 score. Davidson attacking the head. Now in on a shot attempt. Magnuson, though, able to get the leg back and free. 1:15. Magnuson now trailing by 7. Now she's trying to put up the pressure, and they'll go out of bounds. As the official reminds them, hey, try to stay in the center. As Davidson in on a double leg attempt right to the back. 3 points upcoming, as well as near fall points for Avery Davidson. She leads 10-0, but now she's going to look for the pinfall attempt. Magnuson trying to fight out of it, unable to do so, and that's a pinfall. Avery Davidson, the winner by fall in 5:10. Pinfall in 5 minutes and 10 seconds for the Northern Cass Jaguar wrestler. All right, so Alyssa Hoyles from Grafton will face off against Bella Dahl of Breckenridge Wahpeton. That is our next match. This is at the 142-pound weight class. Couple 142-pound weight class matches, and then they'll end with a 155-pound weight class match here in our first round of girls wrestling. Then right after this, we will have our first duel, which will be Northern Cass and Grafton. As a takedown for Hoyles, she'll now lead 3-0 in the red. Dahl able to work back up to a base, tried a knee slide, now trying into a roll. Beautiful roll, but Hoyles able to stay with her and brings Dahl to her back briefly, though, but Dahl able to spin around, able to roll out and get back to her belly, but then a cradle attempt. Hoyles with a cradle, a little bit too high, loses the grip, and Dahl will get a 2-point reversal, as then Hoyles will reverse it right back. And now she'll get some near fall points. Final 45 seconds. Hoyles from Grafton. Dahl from Breckenridge Wahpeton. Arm raked across the back, trying to drag her back inside. So get 2-point near fall awarded for Hoyles as well, which would make it 7-2. Robert says 7-0, but they did give Dahl a reversal on the scramble for Hoyles to get a reversal right back. Final 15 seconds. Hoyles trying to work the cradle once again. Now has the cradle locked up, bringing Dahl to the back, looking for the pinfall. Final 5 seconds, has to work quick. Dahl just trying to escape, and she will do so, but near fall points awarded, as that will be 4 more near fall points to give Hoyles an 11-2 advantage on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Neutral to start our second period. Or 11-2. So it was 11-0 on the scoreboard. By my score, 11-2. Hoyles from Grafton. Dahl in on shot attempt, but Hoyles able to sprawl. Dahl in on the near leg. Hoyles able to break the grip. Now puts in a crossface. Trying to walk around the head. As now to the back, that will be a 2-point takedown. Dahl able to roll back to her belly, but it will be a 3-point takedown. Extending the lead now. Oilers 14-2. And there's a pinfall. Got the butcher and a pinfall into 57. So it's the Hoyless from Grafton with a pinfall victory over Bella Dahl of Breckenridge Wahpeton, as we'll move to 100 and we'll stay at 142. Elizabeth Cherry. So Elizabeth Cherry from Breckenridge Wahpeton against Emily Smits of Hillsborough Central Valley. Smits will be red and Cherry will be green. Two-minute periods as Cherry in on a front headlock attempt. Tries to spin around the head. Smits, though, able to defend, and we're still neutral 20 seconds into the match. Cherry still with a front headlock. However, Smits able to pop the head up, looking for a takedown. Mat return, and there's the takedown. Smits with a 3-point takedown, but quickly a 2-point reversal for Cherry. She trails by 1, and then Smits with a reversal of her own to retake that 3-point lead at 5-2. Throws in a half, able to keep the legs in. Back points upcoming, and Smits with the pinfall in 58 seconds. So Emily Smits of Hillsborough Central Valley, the 58-second pinfall over Breckenridge Wahpeton's Elizabeth Cherry. Final match is 155 pounds.
This will be our last match for the first round. We have 3 rounds for girls matches. This will be our last match for the first round, and 2 more to follow. Up next, 155 pounds from Grafton. We have Haley Benavis. We'll be taking on Claire Lathrop from Breckenridge Wahpeton.
So 155 pounds. Final match of round 1, it will be Havenly Benavides against Claire Lathrop of Breckenridge Wahpeton. And Lathrop with a takedown. And right to the back, and the pinfall. Claire Lathrop with the pinfall in 29 seconds. And that will do it for round 1 of our girls matches. Again, we'll have 2 more rounds. They will do it in between then the remaining couple of boys duels, but that is it for round number 1 of girls wrestling. Next up is Northern Cass and Grafton duel. We'll have that for you when we return. This is YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. we continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Back here, yourliveevent.com, as we'll get started at 107 pounds. And this, we'll just wait for track wrestling, so we have, we know who get you the exact weight classes here, but we'll have a forfeit for Northern Cass, a victory at 107 pounds, as Isaac Davidson will pick up the forfeit victory there at 107 pounds. Northern Cass will be in green. As Northern Cass will pick up a forfeit victory at 114 pounds as well to make it 12-0 in the dual score portion. So quickly, it's 2-0 in favor of Northern Cass. Northern Cass will be green in the dual score, 121 pounds. As 121 will be so Owen Steinberger for Northern Cass picks up the forfeit victory at 114 pounds, and we'll have a double forfeit at 121, as well as a double forfeit at 127 pounds. So then we'll go now to 133 pounds. As we'll have our first matchup here at 133 pounds. Remington Burnside for Northern Cass. Rico Estrella for Grafton at 133 pounds. Our first matchup here, Grafton trails in the duel 12-0 as Northern Cass picking up a couple of forfeit victories. Again, thank you for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Thank you to all the sponsors once again that you will see in here throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage would not be possible. 3-point takedown for Estrella. 30 seconds into the match, he leads 3-0 against Remington Burnside of Northern Cass. As Estrella will give Burnside the escape. Estrella with a 3-1 lead. Minute gone in our first period. Neutral position, center of the mat. Shot attempt. Estrella bringing him down. And it's another 3-point takedown to extend the lead now to 6-1. 6-1. In favor of Grafton's Rico Estrella. Trying to put Grafton on the scoreboard here. They trail in the duel 12-0. Final 10 seconds. Estrella just trying to work on top. Will try to, thought about maybe cutting him. Coach is saying no with only 5 seconds left. Instead, he'll grab the far ankle, drive him down, and right out the final couple of seconds. And Rico Estrella will take a 6-1 lead into the second period over Remington Burnside of Northern Cass. Estrella with choice. He will choose the down position. Estrella looking for a quick escape. Burnside trying to get a ride here. Estrella quickly in on the whistle with a stand-up attempt, scramble, and it results in a reversal for Estrella, as well as the back exposed. Near fall points upcoming. Got a 2-point reversal, and now looking for more. It's 8-1, but Forward near fall points upcoming, but Estrella wants more. He wants that pinfall victory. Estrella looking for the pinfall, and there it is, the pinfall in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Rico Estrella gets the spoilers on the board. They now trail 12-6.
Rico Estrella with the pin for Grafton.
As that will move us to 139 pounds.
At 139, wrestling for Grafton, Cruiser Burns, and for Northern Gas, Nye Kerr.
Cruiser Burns for Grafton, as well as Nye Kerr for Northern Cass. Your matchup at 139 pounds. Neutral position. And they'll break apart and go back to the center. Kerr reaching for the head of Burns. Burns had it for a moment. Kerr, though, able to get it back. Now collar and elbow tie-up on the left side of the mat. Burns trying to get a double leg. Did he keep the leg in? He did. And then they'll go out of bounds, but Burns, beautiful double leg attempt, able to drag the toe in and get the 3-point takedown. (3-0) Burns leads. Pinfall would tie up the duel. Burns on top. Able to break Kerr down to the belly. Reaching for the far arm. Kerr, though, able to get it back free. Now Burns grabs the near arm, now drapes it along the back. Looking for the baseball bat, trying for a pinfall attempt here. Wrapping it across the arm. Has to keep it at the 90-degree angle. Able to turn him around, and Burns looking for the pinfall attempt and gets it. Cruiser Burns the pinfall. 1 minute and 32 seconds over Nye Kerr, and that will even up our duel at 12 apiece. 12-12 as we move to 145 pounds. As Northern Cass open at 45.
Robert Rodriguez for Grafton.
Robert Rodriguez will take the open.
With the forfeit.
He'll take the forfeit victory, and that will give Grafton their first lead of the duel at 18-12.
Up next, 152 pounds.
152. Northern Cass open.
Andy Pulak will be up for Grafton.
As Grafton will then extend the lead with another forfeit victory.
Grafton with forfeit.
Make it 24-12. As Andy Pulak of Grafton will get the forfeit victory. We'll move to 160 pounds. As the spoilers will again get a forfeit victory at 160.
Shaden Thomas.
And Shaden Thomas will get the forfeit victory. That will extend the lead to 30-12. And Shaden Thomas with the forfeit victory. So we'll move to 172.
Miguel Rodriguez for Grafton.
As we'll get a forfeit victory for the spoilers at 172 as well. That'll make it 36. As a 172, Miguel Rodriguez with the forfeit victory. For the spoilers, we move to 189 pounds. As Northern Cass will pick up the forfeit victory at 189. So Atticus Geitzen of Northern Cass with a forfeit victory at 189. That'll make the dual score 36-18 in favor of the Spoilers, as we'll move to 215 pounds. 215 pounds, we will have our third match. We'll start in the neutral position. Quickly a 2-point takedown for Northern Cass. As Anders Hovdens of Northern Cass will pick up the pinfall victory over Dylan Tapia. As Anders Hovdens with a 27-second pinfall for the Jaguars. Make the dual score 36-24 as we head to our final weight class at 285 pounds. So the Spoilers lock up the dual victory. As we'll now wrestle at heavyweight. And we'll get a forfeit victory for there. So Northern Cass will get the forfeit victory, and that will do it as Brody Getson of Northern Cass will pick up the forfeit victory. But the Grafton Spoilers able to hold on. They will take a 36-30 dual victory.
So all these results will now be unofficial, count for exhibition only.
And then they'll move to exhibitions.
Wrestling for Grafton will be Jacob Graff, who take on Brody Geston from Northern Cass.
Brody Geston of Northern Cass versus Jacob Graff of Grafton. As Geston with the quick 3-point takedown. In this JV matches. As Geston trying to work on top against Jacob Guth of the Spoilers. As a 1-point escape for Guth. 3-1 he trails. .30 seconds remain in the period. As Geston with another takedown to extend the lead now to 6-1. As Geston will just ride out the period and will extend it. We'll take a 6-1 lead into the second period as we'll go neutral position. In period number 2, Geston with a quick takedown as well to extend the lead. It's now 9-1. 9-1. Minute 40 in the period as Geston will cut Guth and Look for another takedown, and he gets it to extend the lead. It's now 12-2, and there's the pinfall. Brody Guest in the pinfall in 2:34. So again, Grafton with the dual victory, 36-30. All right, so that concludes the duel. We'll take a break. We'll recap when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Girls matches here on YourLiveEvent.com. Raven Scunberg of Breckenridge Wahpeton against Megan Nakub of Grafton. As Scunberg with a quick three-point takedown to take the opening lead, and we'll get a whistle and an illegal half Nelson on Scunberg, so one penalty point will be awarded. As Scunberg in on a turn attempt, looking for the pinfall. Leads 3-1, but trying to get more. And there it is, the pinfall. Raven Scunberg in 55 seconds. At 112.
Wrestling from Grafton will be Violet Hoyles. We'll be taking on Avery Davidson from Northern Cass.
This Hoyles from Grafton take on Elizabeth Cherry of Breckenridge Wahpeton. Excuse me, I read the wrong one. It is Violet Hoyles of Grafton and Avery Davidson of Northern Cass. That is our next match. As Davidson quickly on a 5-0 lead. Escape. Makes it 5-1. So this 130 pounds, Violet Hoyles of Grafton versus Avery Davidson of Northern Cass. As Davidson now with an 8-1 advantage. this round 2. And we're kind of going right through here. Again, thank you to all those that are joining us here on yourliveevent.com. As we get a 1-point escape for Hoyles, but Davidson on another takedown attempt and gets it to extend the lead now at 11-2. Final 10 seconds of the period. Scramble attempt, and we'll get a whistle. And Hoyles able to get an escape at the horn. She trails 11-3. Violet Hoyles against Avery Davidson. Next match will be Alyssa Hoyles of Grafton and Elizabeth Cherry of Breckenridge, Wahpeton. Second round. As we'll get a clasping call on Hoyles. Davidson able to get back up to her feet, so she'll get a 1-point escape. She'll also get a 1-point penalty point. Extend the lead to 10 now at 13-3. Davidson in on a single leg attempt. Hoyles able to sprawl and defend. And able to remain in neutral position. Minute 20 remains. .50 seconds gone in the period. Minute 10. Davidson on a snap down attempt. Clears the head. Now trying to go for a single leg. Now we'll lift Hoyles up. Scramble position. Davidson able to get the 3-point takedown. 16-3. 13-point lead. 2 points away from the tech fall. Hoyles able to get back up to her feet. Trying to spin around. It does not have the 2 yet. Davidson back up to her feet, and then they'll go neutral. So we'll end with a Hoyles 1-point escape. It's 16-4. Davidson with the lead. A takedown would result in a tech fall. But Hoyles in on a shot attempt. Scramble. Edge of the mat. Still neutral. Davidson able to pop the head up and edge of the mat. They'll remain neutral. Ref telling them keep going. Stay inside the mat. We'll keep wrestling. Final 10 seconds of the second period. Hoyles on a shot attempt. Davidson trying to counter, looking for a headlock. As Hoyles with the headlock, a 3-point takedown, but time will expire. (16-7) after the takedown. Final period. Davidson wants neutral. 6 more matches, 8 matches in this second round. Third period, Davidson in on a shot attempt to take down and gets the 3 points. Sends the lead now to 19-7. 19-7 though. Hoyles able to get the quick escape. 19-8. Davidson back in on a shot attempt. Hoyles able to sprawl. Reshot by Hoyles. Edge of the mat, and they'll go out of bounds. And will remain neutral. Minute 35. Violet Hoyles from Grafton, Avery Davidson from Northern Cass. Final 85 seconds of the match. Hoyles in on a shot attempt, reshot, Davidson, double leg attempt, lifting her up and brings her down for the takedown. 22-8, 14-point lead. And Hoyles able to get the escape. 22-9, Hoyles in on a shot attempt, Davidson reshots, double leg, sprawl, reshot now by Hoyles. Final minute of the third period. They'll break apart, remain neutral. They'll circle back to the center. Final 45 seconds. Davidson in on a shot attempt. Hoyles with the sprawl attempt, looking to bring her down. As the ankle hook, not quite 2 yet. Now trying to spin around, trying to gain control in that 2-point takedown. She has the 2. She also has a half Nelson. Hoyles looking to run the half, breaks her down. Final 20 seconds of the match. Violet Hoyles trying to get the pinfall attempt. Avery Davidson trying to hold on for the final 12 seconds. Hoyles with the half Nelson looking to run it. Davidson trying to look away, trying to peel. Not quite yet at back point territory. And Avery Davidson will hang on for the 22-12 victory. 22-12 the victory.
Up next, 136 pounds. For Grafton, Alyssa Hoyles will be taking on from Breckenridge, Wapaton, Elizabeth Cherry.
So now, Elizabeth Cherry from Breckenridge, Wapaton, and Alyssa Hoyles of Grafton. This the 136-pound weight class. As Hoyles on a throw attempt, able to bring Cherry to her back, and the pinfall. Pinfall in the time of 33 seconds.
Up next, 136 pounds, wrestling from Hillsborough, Central Valley, Emily Smith will be taking on Cameron Rixby from Breckenridge, Wapaton.
136 pounds, Emily Smith of Hillsborough Central Valley against Cameron Ryby of Breckenridge, Wapaton. As Smith on a takedown attempt, she'll get 3 points. Looking to run the half. And Smith the pinfall in 28 seconds. Emily Smith, 28-second pin over Cameron Ryby of Breckenridge, Wapaton.
Up next, 155 pounds, wrestling from Hillsborough, Central Valley, Gabriella McNamara will be taking on Haley Memphis from Grafton.
Hillsborough Central Valley's Gabriella McNamara versus Grafton's Havenly Benavides. £155 weight class. 20 seconds into the matchup, collar and elbow tie. McNamara for the Burros. Benavides for Grafton. Grafton versus Hillsborough Central Valley. As the takedown for McNamara will give her a quick 3.30 lead 1 minute into the match. As 3 takedown for McNamara, now in on a turn, has her flipped over, and the pin in 111. So Gabriella McNamara with a pinfall victory over Havenly Benavides of Grafton.
Aubrey Grusson will be taking on from Grafton, Emma Joner.
As they'll go out of bounds, Aubrey Boson of Breckenridge Wahpeton against Emma Joner of Grafton. Neutral position. As Boson looking for a takedown attempt, but Joner able to follow her, scramble attempt, and still neutral position. Now Joner in on a front headlock, looking for a cow catcher, looking for a throw. Able to get the throw and brings her to her back. Joner looking for the quick pinfall attempt, minute 13. Boson trying to bridge, unable to do so, and Emma Joner with the pinfall in 52 seconds.
Emma Joner with a pin over Aubrey Wilson from Breckenridge Wahpeton in 52 seconds.
So Joner over Boson in 52 seconds at 155. Go to 124 pounds.
Crystal Magnuson be taking on from Northern Cass, Belle Erickson.
Crystal Magnuson of Hillsborough Central Valley taking on Northern Cass's Belle Erickson. £124 weight class. We'll have one more match after this one, at the conclusion of this one. And we'll have Central Cass and Central Cass JV and Grafton as our next match. As Magnuson in on a takedown to the back. 3 points for Crystal Magnuson. Looking to extend the lead. Staying in bounds, half Nelson attempt. Erickson, though, able to get back to her belly. And then we'll get a restart. They'll go out of bounds. But it was a 4-point near fall for Magnuson. So Crystal Magnuson leads 7-0. As Erickson able to get the escape, cuts the deficit. She trails 7-1. Final 20 seconds of the period. Head snap into an ankle pick. Done to perfection there by Magnuson, as she'll get the 3-point takedown to extend the lead now to 10-1. 10-1, Magnuson with the lead, just trying to ride in the top position in the final 10 seconds of the period. And able to do so. Erickson tried to sit out attempt, just ran out of time. And we'll go to the second period. Crystal Magnuson with a 10-1 lead. They'll go neutral to start the second period. Magnuson looking for the same thing. Erickson, though, able to get the leg free. Magnuson this time in on an ankle pick. Once again got it, but Erickson a good job of kicking the leg back. Staying in the neutral position. 20 seconds gone in the period. As Magnuson once again on the ankle pick. Can she stay in bounds? She does so. Needs to pop the head up and does so now for the takedown. It's 13-1, 12-point lead. As they work on the edge of the mat. Minute and 10 seconds remaining in the period. Magnuson with a 12-point lead. One more, we'll have one more girls match after this, leading us into Grafton against Central Cass. As Erickson sit out and tried the headlock attempt, Erickson will just let her go, or Magnuson will let her go. And so 13-2 on the Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard, sharing our heritage, sharing our future. DakotaHeritage.bank. Erickson in on a shot attempt. Looking to suck it in. Final 10 seconds of the period. Magnuson in on a sprawl. Final 5 seconds. She's just content staying right there. Post the legs, and we'll run out the final few seconds of the second period. 13-2. Crystal Magnuson with the lead over Northern Cass's Belle Erickson. As Magnuson will start in the down position to begin our third period. We get a caution called on Erickson. Get a restart. And the whistle to begin period number 3. Magnuson sit out attempt. Erickson able to fall, looking for a cradle. Magnuson posts the leg. Erickson in on a crossface, still trying to lock up the cradle. From the top riding position, Magnuson still on her base, on her knees. Erickson will switch to grab the near wrist. Trying to roll it out, trying to suck it in and get the breakdown. Brings Magnuson to her belly. 30 seconds gone in the period. Erickson needs to get a turn, and she trails by 11. Magnuson looking up, posting the arm, trying to get back to a base. Erickson grabbing the near arm, trying to get it out and drape it along the back, but Erickson able to get the arm free. Crossface by Erickson, grabbing the near wrist as well, trying to roll that in. Minute gone in the period, minute 5 gone in the period now. Magnuson back to a base. Erickson trying to reach around for a cradle. Erickson posts the near leg. 40 seconds remains in the period. Erickson trying to get a cradle, needs to get some type of turn here. She trails by 11 in the final 30 seconds now. Magnuson still in the base position at her knees. No stalling's been warned at all. As cradle in by Erickson. Erickson with a cradle. Magnuson needs to try to fight out for the final 10 seconds. Erickson back points upcoming. Magnuson has to hold on for the final 5 seconds, and she will be able to do so. It's a 3-point near fall for Beryl Erickson, but Magnuson picks up the decision victory. 13-7.
Up next, still at 124 pounds, from Breckenridge, Wapaton, we have Alexis Blankenship will be taking on Kira Koje from Hillsborough.
So Alexis Blankenship and Kira Kazette will be our next match in round 2. Round 2. Alexis Blankenship and from Breckenridge Wapaton, but Kira Kazette quickly in on a takedown. Take a 3-0 lead. Kazette will be green, the home. 3-0 for Kazette of Hillsborough Central Valley against Blankenship of Breckenridge Wapaton. Again, after this will be Northern Cass and Central Cass JV. 30 seconds gone in the period. And thanks for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. 124-pound is the weight class for our girls match here. As cross-face by Kazette, looking to spin around the head, does so, back exposed, trying to get some near fall points. Blankenship, though, able to get back, not in counting position. Kazette just going to try to rework the weight. Blankenship able to get back to her belly, but Kazette did get a counted 2. And in the new rules, a count of 2 will get you 2 near fall points. Extend the lead, 5-0. Kazette riding from top. Final 30 seconds of the period. Looking for the half Nelson. Now trying to reach around at the far arm. Sit-out attempt by Blankenship, defended by Kazette. Final 10 seconds of the period. Kazette trying to ride it out a little bit high. As Blankenship posts the near leg. Tries a stand-up attempt. Kazette, though, able to get a mat return. And that will do it for our first period. Kazette leads Blankenship 5-0 on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Blankenship with choice, and she'll look to ride. She'll take the top position. As Kazette on an escape on the stand-up, she'll take a 6-0 lead. 10 seconds into the period now, Kazette on a double leg takedown, drives and gets the finish. 3 points, make it 9-0. 9-0 in favor of Kira Kazette for Hillsborough Central Valley. Minute 20 remaining in the period. Coach Seth Owens for Hillsborough Central Valley telling Kazette roll the wrist. Trying to belly her out. See what you can do from there. Halfway gone in this match. 1 minute remaining in the second period. As Kira Kazette for Hillsborough Central Valley, a 9-0 lead over Alexis Blankenship of Breckenridge Wahpeton. Crossface by Kazette. 45 seconds remain. Now looking to get out in front. Now transitions it into a cradle. Has the hands locked. Arches are back, and back points upcoming for Kazette. Got to a count of 3. Blankenship able to get back to the side, so no longer back exposed. But a count of 3 by the officials. He's holding on to 3 near fall points. As lets her go, scramble. Kazette able to stay on top, and it's a 3-point near fall, as that'll make it 12-0. Half Nelson by Kazette, looking to get the pinfall before the end of the period, and she does. Kira Kazette, the fall in 3 minutes and 54 seconds for Kira Kazette, defeating Alexis Blankenship.
From Breckenridge Washington, we have Claire Clodra will be taking on Cora Albert from Northern Cass.
So Claire Lathrop from Breckenridge Wahpeton. As Lathrop in on a takedown attempt, able to get it. 2 points for Lathrop. Final 50 seconds of the period. As Lathrop in on looking for a cradle. Lost the grip. Try to do it again. Halfway gone in the period. Half Nelson looking to get it. Did she get a count at 2? She did. So a quick 2-point near fall. And she'll give Cora Albert the escape point. 5-1. Lathrop leads. Final 10 seconds of the period. Final couple of seconds and still neutral, and that will end first period. Claire Lathrop of Breckenridge Wahpeton, the 5-1 advantage. She'll have choice, she'll defer. As Albert will take the top position. As on the whistle, stand-up attempt by Lathrop, but Albert able to defend and bellies Lathrop out. Back to her belly. Albert see what she can do on top. Shows the top position. She trails 5-1. As roll attempt by Lathrop. And spins around, gets the reversal. She'll take a 7-1 lead. Seven won the advantage. Lathrop, cross-face attempt, now just trying to circle around the head and get some back points. Halfway gone in the match, 1 minute remaining in the second period. Albert able to defend, gets back to a belly. 50 seconds remains in the second period. .30 seconds remaining, neutral position. Albert fakes a shot attempt. Now with 20 seconds remaining. Lathrop circling in around the center, right on that Jaguar logo. She leads 7-2. And that will do it for period number 2. Lathrop with the top, or with the choice, and she says go neutral. She leads 7-2. As Lathrop in on an ankle pick. Has the ankle, has to pop the head up, and able to do so, get the 2-point takedown, 3-point takedown, extend the lead now, 10-2. Final 80 seconds. Lathrop with the 10-2 lead. Shoots the half. Now looking to run with it. Has it. Back exposed. Lathrop looking for the pinfall attempt. Albert, though, able to continue rolling, but it's a 4 near fall points, extending the lead now to 14-2. Lathrop now running the half once again. And there's the pinfall. In 5:36, the pinfall.
Our last exhibition match in the second round, we're going to circle back to a boys match between Nye Kerr of Grafton, will be taking on Fisher Clapp of Grafton. Again, Nye Kerr of Northern Cass will be taking on Fisher Clapp of Grafton. This will be our last exhibition match in the second round. Up next, we'll be taking on the boys dual match, Grafton versus Central Cass. Following this exhibition.
We'll have a JV match between boys Nye Kerr of Northern Cass, Fisher Clapp of Grafton. Boys JV match, Nye Kerr of the Jaguars, Clapp for the Grafton Spoilers. Two-minute first period. Collar and elbow tie. Clapp in on a shot attempt. Kerr sprawls, able to spin around and gets the takedown. Nye Kerr with the 3-point takedown to take the lead. So we our final exhibition match. Then we'll have Grafton and Central Cass JV. Edge of the mat. Kerr looking to stay inbounds. Run, shoots a half. Has the half Nelson and gets the fall in 53 seconds. So Nye Kerr the pinfall over Fisher Clapp in 53 seconds. We'll take a break. Then we'll get ready for the Squirrels and the Spoilers when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
For your fun can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam insulation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
The Grafton Spoiler Boosters would like to thank everyone in and around the community for their support. Thanks to your continued support and generosity, in the last 3 years, the Grafton Spoiler Boosters have been able to give back over $100,000 to student athletics and activities. Without your support of the Grafton Spoiler Boosters, this would not be possible. Thank you again, and go Spoilers! This message from the Grafton Spoiler Boosters.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
114 pounds, Mason Lamar will get the forfeit victory. Take a 6-0 lead. Then at 121 pounds,
Up next at 127 pounds. Representing Central Cass at 127 pounds, Anakin Powell.
so Jake Myron at 121 pounds will take the forfeit victory. Then we'll have a 127 pounds, a forfeit victory for the Squirrels as well.
Represent Grafton at 130 pounds, Rico Estrella. Central Cass is open.
So 133 will go in favor of Grafton with the victory.
Up next at 139 pounds.
So do it right now is 18-6. So Anakin Fow of Central Cass, the forfeit victory at 127. Rico Estrella, the forfeit victory for Grafton at 133 pounds. As now we'll move to 139 pounds. Cruiser Burns of Grafton, Iverson Cooney of Central Cass. Burns Cooney at 139 pounds, our first match, as Burns in on a single leg takedown, 3 points to Cruiser Burns. Burns leads 3-0. Spoilers will be the red team in this match. Central Cass the green team in this match. So that's why the Squirrels with the green background, they are green on the officials' score. So Burns on a tilt, gets a 2 count to take a now 5-0 lead. Again, we thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com on our boys and girls wrestling coverage. Boys with the triangular between Grafton, Central Cass, JV, and the host Northern Cass, as well as girls matches featuring a host of teams including Grafton, Northern Cass, Hillsborough Central Valley, and Breckenridge Wahpeton. Burns in on a turn, has the back exposed, looking for more near fall points or a pin. Final 20 seconds of our first period. Got a count of 4, so he's guaranteed at least 4 more near fall points. Cooney of Central Cass just looking to hold on for the final couple of seconds, unable to do so, as Cruiser Burns the pinfall victory in 1 minute and 49 seconds. So Burns gets the pinfall victory, and that will tighten up our dual score, now 18-12.
Representing Central Cass, Riley Miller.
Go to 145 pounds. Again, And during our post-match show, we'll have awards. We'll also do the full recap of our duels here this evening. So go to 145 pounds. Isaac Navarro of Grafton, Riley Miller of Central Cass is your match. And following this on Track Wrestling just to make sure, so wait till they officially declare themselves to the scorers table, and then we'll track it, and then that's when we were able to get the names out to you to make sure who we have the correct wrestlers. And thank you for bearing with us for that as well during the JV matches. As Navarro in on a takedown, he'll take a 3-0 lead. Navarro leads 3-0. A pinfall would even up the duel at 18 apiece. Miller on a stand-up, runs out of room. Navarro will ride him out, and we'll go back to the center. No change. Isaac Navarro still in top position. The spoiler wrestler leads 3-0. Miller in on a stand-up attempt. Navarro, though, locks the leg in, also grabs the far leg with his arm, able to remain in control, and bases Miller back out. Navarro now reaching at the far leg, looking for a tilt, trying to elevate that far leg. Again, still has the near leg locked. 40 seconds remains in the first period. Navarro able to belly Miller out. Final 30 seconds of the first period. Navarro leads 3-0 for the spoiler wrestler. Set attempt by Miller, able to get back to his base. Navarro, though, trying to break him down. Final 20 seconds. Stand-up attempt by Miller. Navarro looking to ride tough, able to bring him back to base out. Sit-out attempt by Miller. Navarro able to follow. Final 10 seconds. Miller back in on a stand-up. Navarro breaks him down to his belly, edge of the mat. Looking to stay in bounds. Official says keep wrestling, and that will do it for period number 1. Isaac Navarro with a takedown, holds him there. He leads Riley Miller 3-0. Again, we'll have one more round of girls matches, and then we'll wrap it up with the Central Cass JV Northern Cass duel a little bit later on tonight, as well as our awards here and more, as well as a full match recap coming up in our post-match show here on YourLiveEvent.com. As Miller on top position to begin the period. Looked to ran the half Nelson one way. Navarro able to peel Nelson, tried the other way, just unfortunately still had the one arm on the headgear. So that is a full Nelson, and it's a penalty point. Navarro extends his lead now 4-0. Navarro on a stand-up attempt. Miller riding at the near waist, now tries to pop the head. Navarro with a sit-out from the standing position, now has him sprawled out. Navarro now turning, spinning, looking for the reversal, and gets it. Navarro giving him a 6-0 lead. Now works back out to the side, looking for a cradle. Trying to lock up the hands, is at the edge of the mat. Grafton coach is telling him to try to pull him back in. As Miller able to get the arm or his head free, and in on a stand-up attempt, edge of the mat, and they'll go out of bounds. No change, so Navarro will remain in top position, leading 6-0. Navarro will give him the escape. He'll just cut him right off the whistle, so that'll make it 6-1. Miller his first point of the match, but Navarro on a takedown extends the lead now to 9-1. That's really one of those things, right? If you give him the escape point before the whistle, hoping to get a quick takedown, Navarro does that to perfection to extend the lead now to 9-1. Final 20 seconds of the second period. Navarro works on top. Edge of the mat, looking to keep him in. Final 15. Miller in a base position. Navarro able to break him down. Final 5 seconds. Navarro content to just hold him right there and ride out the final couple of seconds of the period, as he will do so. And that will go to period number 3. Isaac Navarro from Grafton with a 9-1 lead over Central Cass's Riley Miller. I'll start neutral to begin period number 3. Miller in on a shot attempt. Navarro sprawls. Edge of the mat, Navarro with a throw attempt. He's able to keep the feet in. That's a 3-point takedown and a pinfall. Isaac Navarro with the pinfall victory in a time of 4 minutes, 17 seconds. And we're all squared in our duel, 18-18. Navarro the pinfall in 4:18. That'll move us to 152 pounds.
Representing Grafton, Andy Pullock.
As the wrestlers checking into the scorer's table, 152 pounds.
Representing Central Cass, Jacoby Anderson.
18-18. 152 pounds. Andy Pollock of Grafton, Jacoby Anderson of Central Cass is our match. Tied at 18 in the duel. Center of the mat, neutral position to start off our first period. And we thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. A full coverage on Saturday of the Hillsborough Central Valley Dual Tournament. We'll have wall-to-wall coverage of the mats. Right here, matches start at 9:30. We'll have our pre-match coverage getting underway about 9 o'clock on Saturday morning from the Hillsborough Event Center. As Anderson on a takedown with a throw, has the back exposed, has near fall points, but he's looking for more. Trying to get the quick pinfall, a minute gone. Jacoby Anderson looking for the fall. Pollock trying to bridge, trying to fight off of his back. Anderson will readjust the weight. But Pollock able to belly himself back out, but it's 4 more near fall points. Officials saying it's the same move, so has not awarded the points. As Anderson now has a half Nelson. Looking to go out to the side and run with it. Final 30 seconds. Again, official is holding on to 3 near fall points that Anderson earned. As runs the half, looking for the pinfall. Final 20 seconds. Anderson looking for the fall, and he'll get it. Jacoby Anderson, the pinfall victory in 1 minute and 47 seconds. That will give the Squirrels the victory, as Anderson the winner over Andy Pollock. That'll give the Squirrels, they'll retake the lead at 24-18. 24-18 Squirrels, as we'll move to 160 pounds. Again, we thank you for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. 24-18, we'll have a match at 160.
Shane Thomas representing Grafton. Cameron Simonson representing Central Cass.
160 pounds on deck. As quickly 3-point takedown. As now near fall points as well upcoming. At 160 now 4 more near fall points to give 7-0 advantage, then an escape point. And another 3 points for the spoilers. Make it 10-1. Escape to make it 10-2. Scramble. And we'll get 3 for Central Cass, and then a 1-point escape. 11-5. And the pinfall as Shaden Thomas of Grafton, pinfall victory over Cameron Simonson of Central Cass in 90 seconds. And that will even up the duel back again at 24 apiece. 24-24, again keeping up the names with track wrestling. So track wrestling took a moment there to update itself, but it is Shaden Thomas of the Spoilers, the pinfall victory over Cameron Simonson. Central Cass will retake the lead now as a forfeit at 172 pounds, 30-24. As Alex Call of Central Cass will get the forfeit victory. Aiden Peterson will then get the forfeit victory at 189 to extend the lead now to 36-24. And then we'll move to 215. So Alex Call, 172, the forfeit for the Squirrels. Then Aiden Peterson, the forfeit victory for Central Cass as well. 36-24 is our dual score as we move to 215 pounds. And 13 weight classes, 107 to 285. Recent change to there as well. Back when I wrestled, it was 14 weight classes. Cut down the weight class by 1 in the state of North Dakota. Dylan Tapia of Grafton, Riley Miller of Central Cass is our 215-pound match as Miller on a takedown. Take the 3-0 lead. As we get a whistle and an illegal move on Miller. That'll give Tapia the point. He trails 3-1 as we'll restart again with Miller in top position. Miller remaining on top. Looking to run the half. Miller half, Nelson looking to run with it. Able to do so. Tappy, though, able to get back to his belly, but 4 near fall points awarded to Riley Miller to extend his lead now to 7-1. Final 30 seconds of the first period. Sit out attempt. Miller now looking to run with it once again. Able to do so. Has Tappy out on his back and gets the pinfall. Riley Miller the fall in 1 minute and 50 seconds to pick up the victory. As that will extend their lead now 42-24. In favor of Central Cass as we move to 285 pounds. 285, double open.
There'll be a dual forfeit at heavyweight.
And then 107 pounds, Grafton will be open.
Representing Central Cass. Representing Central Cass, 107 pounds, Jaden Hill.
As Jaden Hill. Jaden Hill of Central Cass will pick up the forfeit victory. And so it'll be 48-24 is your final of the duel.
Fisher Clapp will be taking on Cameron Simonson of Central Cass.
So Fisher Clapp of Grafton will have an exhibition match. The duel finishes at 48-24. As Cameron Simonson pick up the pinfall victory over Fisher Clapp. That will conclude the duel for Central Cass and Grafton. 48-24, Squirrels defeat the Spoilers. We'll take a break. We'll have some girls matches when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good!
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Back here, your liveevent.com, as Belle Erickson will take on Violet Hoyles. Erickson for Northern Cass, Hoyles for Grafton. Erickson will be green. Hoyles will be red. Here at 124 pounds. In the girls division, we'll have 5 matches here. And at the conclusion of that, we'll have our final duel. As Erickson gets the 3-point takedown. So we'll have our final duel, which will be Northern Cass and Central Cass JV. Erickson on a cradle attempt. Hoyles able to break the grip. We'll get a 3-point near fall for Erickson, then a 1-point escape for Hoyles. 6-1. Erickson with the lead. And we thank you for joining us here on yourliveevent.com. As that will do it for period number 1. (6-1). Belle Erickson with the lead. Hoyles will start in the down position and will get the escape. Cutting in the deficit, she trails by 4. At 6-2. And we thank you for joining us here at yourliveevent.com. Thank you to all the sponsors that you'll see in here throughout this broadcast. Of course, whenever possible, please patronize these businesses. Very least, stop on in and tell them thank you. Shot attempt by Erickson. Sprawl by Hoyles. 50 seconds gone in the period. Hoyles now grabbing at the far arm. Crossface attempt. Trying to spin around. She can spin around. She's got 2. If she can get a turn, she's got 3 points for a takedown. And potentially more if she can get a turn with it. Minute gone in the period. Grafton coach is telling her to keep spinning, keep spinning. Erickson grabbing at that leg, trying to prevent Hoyles from getting the chance to spin around. 40 seconds gone in the period, and now Hoyles able to get the spin and get the 3-point for the takedown. It's a 1-point match as she trails now 6-5. And thank you for joining us here, yourliveevent.com. Final 5 seconds of the period. Us will just try to ride it out, do so. As we go to the 3rd period, we got a 1-point match. Belle Erickson for Northern Cass, a 1-point lead over Violet Hoyles of Grafton. We'll start neutral for period number 3. As a throw And Hoyless will get the 3 points. She'll take the lead now at 8-6. Final minute and 10 seconds. Violet Hoyless now with their first lead of the match. At one point she trailed 6-1, is now taken an 8-6 lead. As we'll get a whistle and stalemate with 59 seconds remaining in the match. Let's get a restart. Erickson trying to set an attempt. Hoyless able to follow. Looking to break Erickson down. Erickson at the on her base. Hoyless looking for a crossface. She can afford to stay here. Has not been warned for stalling. She's still moving. She's still working. And final 20 seconds. Hoyless in on a half Nelson. Erickson got to get something quick here. She trails by 2. Final 10 seconds. Erickson throws in the half, looking to run with it. As Erickson sit out attempt, can she get the reversal? She does just in time, and we're going to overtime. Erickson with the reversal right at the buzzer. And now we're going to overtime. 8-8. As it's now time for overtime. They'll get 1 minute in the neutral position. First point wins. As Erickson in on his takedown attempt. Erickson looking for a single leg. Hoyless trying to sprawl. Erickson still in on the single leg. 30 seconds. Erickson holding on to that near leg. Hoyless sprawling, looking to spin around, looking to turn, breaks the grip. Can she turn around the final little bit? Erickson keeps the leg in. Final 20 seconds. Still neutral position. Erickson reaching out that near leg, trying to keep it. Hoyless able to spin around, able to get the back, and Violet Hoyless with the 11 to 8 OT victory. Violet Hoyless with the 11-8 overtime victory.
Up next at 155 pounds, from Hillsborough, Central Valley, Gabriella McNamara will be taking on Aubrey Boson from Breckenridge, Wapaton.
Gabriella McNamara from Hillsborough, Central Valley. Aubrey Boson of Breckenridge, Wapaton. Joining our next match, 155-pound in the girls' weight class. Center of the mat, neutral position. Shot attempt by Boson. McNamara looking to sprawl, edge of the mat. They'll go out of bounds. No change. Still neutral. Couple more matches in this girls round. Front headlock by Boson. McNamara, they're able to stay with it and will get the takedown. As McNamara with a 3-point takedown, she'll take the early lead at 3-0. As McNamara able to remain on top after the set attempt by Boson. Under a minute now in the first period. Gabriella McNamara with a 3-0 lead. Boson able to get back up to her feet. McNamara in on a bear hug. No points awarded. As McNamara now trying to get a mat return. Bosin able to peel the hands free, get the escape point. Cuts in the deficit. 3-1 she trails, and they'll go out of bounds. Final 30 seconds of the first period. Gabriella McNamara with a 3-1 lead. Edge of the mat, shot attempt by Bosin. McNamara with a sprawl. Still neutral, and now Bosin able to peel the head, duck under attempt, and we'll get the takedown. She'll take the lead at 4-3. Final 10 seconds of the period. They'll go out of bounds. Final 5 seconds. See if McNamara can try to get a quick escape point in the final 5 seconds. Off the whistle, we'll get a stoppage. No caution awarded. Final 5 seconds of the period. As Bosin able to ride her out. And Aubrey Bosin will take a 4-3 lead into period number 2. McNamara with choice. She'll take top. She trails 4-3. McNamara had choice. She chose top. As Bosin able to get the stand-up and the escape point. 5-3. Bosin in on a shot attempt. As McNamara bear hug into a throw. Able to bring her down, and the pinfall. As Aubrey Bosin, the winner by fall in 2-22.
Up next at 155 pounds, from Breckenridge, Washington, Claire Lathrop will be taking on Emma Joder from Grafton.
Claire Lathrop of Breckenridge, Wahpeton. Emma Joyner from Grafton, our next match. Lathrop, Joyner. £155 weight class. As again, we'll have a couple more girls matches, then we'll move into Northern Cass, Central Cass. Neutral position. Claire Lathrop of Breckenridge, Wahpeton. Emma Joyner of Grafton. Wrestling here. As Lathrop in on a shot attempt. Gets the 3-point takedown. Now trying to run the half Nelson. Trying to get back to her belly, but it's a 3-point takedown for Claire Lathrop. Third match of 5. Lathrop will give the escape point. She'll cut her. 3-1. Neutral position. Final 30 seconds. Final 15 seconds, still neutral position. Lathrop in on an underhook. Final 10 seconds. Looking for a bear hug, see can she stay in bounds. Able to do so, and that will do it for period number 1, as Lathrop able to get a quick 3-point takedown, as well as a couple near fall points on the edge of the mat at the end of the period to extend the lead now to 8-1. Second period, Lathrop will start in the top position, able to break Johnner down. .90 seconds remains in the period. 8-1, Lathrop with the lead. Johnner, though, able to get a sit-out and into a stand-up for the escape point. 8-2, she trails. Minute 10 seconds remains. 8-2, Claire Lathrop with the lead over Emma Johnner. Under a minute now, throw attempt by Johnner. She'll get the three-point takedown. Still has the arm, looking to do something with it. As now she'll just circle back, try to do something, try to work on top. Final 95 seconds, we'll get a whistle and an injury timeout. Timeouts from Bank North. Bank North has been a trusted financial partner for generations, helping customers and communities build, grow, and prosper. To see what values-based banking can do for you, visit banknorth.bank today. Bank North, member FDIC, and equal housing lender. And as we'll get blood time here for Claire Lathrop. She leads 8-5. Blood time, we get 5 minutes for blood time in the match. In our timeouts from Bank North. Stick around our post-match show. We'll name our wrestler of the match from Enbridge, as well as our move of the match from Agassiz Precision Egg. So just clean up blood time. We'll take a break, come back with more. This is High School Wrestling, YourLiveEvent.com.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Hi, I'm Diana, and I work at Marvin. Working in manufacturing, not a lot of sitting, so it just makes your day go by faster. Belonging to Marvin makes me feel stable. 25 years. My kids were little when I started here in Grafton. Now I have a daughter that works here. She was one of the ones that pushed me to become the lead, pushed me to be the person that I am now. And I just see myself retiring here. If you're looking for an awesome place to work, come join me at Marvin.
Out of the Bank North timeout, Emma Johnner gets the roll and the pinfall victory.
Emma Johnner with the pin over Claire Lathrop. Number 337.
Pin in 3:37.
For the Cavs, Avery Davidson will be taking on Quinn Slotdahl from Breckenridge, Wapaton.
Avery Davidson against Quinn Slotdahl of Breckenridge, Wapaton. As Davidson on a shot attempt will get the takedown. And quickly in on a near fall attempt. Avery Davidson looking for the pinfall. As Slot Doll looking to fight out, looking to bridge out. Still a lot of time, 1 minute and 10 seconds. Edge of the mat. Erickson going to try to keep her in. And needs to have 1 foot inbounds at all times. 1 minute remaining in the period. Slot Doll bridging out, trying to fight back. And there's the pinfall. Avery Davidson, the fall in 1 minute, 6 seconds. Over Quinn Slot Doll.
For the third round of exhibitions, will feature 112 pounds. Grace Kasowski of Breckenridge, Wapaton. Will be taken on Megan Nolley from Grafton.
Megan Nakubi of Grafton. It's against Grace Kozowski of Breckenridge Wapaton. As Kozowski in on a throw, gets the 3-point takedown and the pinfall. Grace Kozowski the fall in 1 minute and 23 seconds. As that will do it for our girls matches. We'll take a break, come back, Northern Cass and Central Cass when we return, YourLiveEvent.com.
The Northern Cass School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Cass will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Cass is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northerncasschool.org. That's northerncasschool.org.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
JV matches here before we get our duel for Central Cass and Northern Cass. And out of bounds, we'll get a restart in the center. Andrew Snyder of Central Cass, and Atticus Geetson of Northern Cass will be our next JV match. Geetson and Schneider. Again, right after this, we'll have our Central Cass versus Northern Cass JV duel. .40 seconds gone, neutral position between Geetson and Schneider. And thanks for joining us here, yourliveevent.com. Also have some post-match reactions, post-match interviews as well in our post-match show right here on yourliveevent.com. Final 45 seconds, still scoreless here in the first period. Atticus Geetson of Northern Cass, Andrew Schneider of Central Cass. Duel to start right after this. Geetson faked his shot. Schneider with the leg free. Now Geetson in on a shot attempt and the takedown. Three-point takedown for Atticus Geetson. Final couple seconds of the period, he'll just ride it out and he'll take a 3-0 lead over Andrew Schneider into the second period. Start in neutral to begin period number 2. Geetson in on a shot attempt once again. Can he finish? Has him down. Can he pop the head up? He can. It's another takedown. As Atticus Geetson now with a 6-0 lead. Minute 15 remaining in the second period. Geetson able to break. Schneider down. Briefly had the back exposed, but Schneider able to belly himself back out. Geetson though this time with the turn and the pinfall in a time of 1 minute and 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Atticus Geetson with the pin. The duel when we return, yourliveevent.com.
Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the Insulation Place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045. The Grafton Spoiler Boosters would like to thank everyone in and around the community for their support. Thanks to your continued support and generosity, in the last 3 years, the Grafton Spoiler Boosters have been able to give back over $100,000 to student athletics and activities. Without your support of the Grafton Spoiler Boosters, this would not be possible. Thank you again, and go Spoilers! This message from the Grafton Spoiler Boosters.
Starting at 121 pounds, Central Cass will get the forfeit with Jake Myron.
Representing Central Cass at 127 pounds, Anakin Howe.
And they'll get another forfeit at 127 pounds as well to make the duel 12-0.
Up next, 133 pounds, representing Northern Cass, Remington Burnside.
And we'll get a forfeit in favor of Northern Cass at 133. So Anakin Fow of Central Cass, the forfeit victory at 127. That made it 12-0. Then Northern Cass will get a forfeit victory. As Remington Burnside will get the pinfall victory Remington Burnside will get the forfeit victory at 133. So it's 6-12 in the dual score as we'll move to 139 pounds. And we'll have our first match of the duel. As Nia Kerr for Northern Cass will take on Iverson Cooney of Central Cass. Kerr for the Jaguars, Cooney for the Squirrels. 139 pounds. Central Cass leads the duel 12-6 after a couple of forfeits for the Squirrels, then a forfeit for the Jaguars. 12-6, they'll circle back to the neutral, Kerr and Cooney. Cooney trying for a trip attempt. Cooney able to get the foot back. And this is our final duel of the night. We'll have one more JV match at the conclusion of this as well. Of course, Central Cass, recently just moved up to the Class A ranks. So Squirrels sending their JV team. We'll have Squirrel Wrestling for you next Tuesday, as well as they take on Grand Forks Central and Fargo South in boys action. Also girls matches taking place as well. We'll have that coverage for you on yourliveevent.com. Final 30 seconds. Run down our full upcoming week of matches and whatnot on yourliveevent.com and our post-match show as well. Final 20 seconds of the period. Cooney in on a shot attempt. Single leg transitions into a double leg. Is he able to stay in bounds? Kerr now circles back in bounds in a sprawl position. Final 10 seconds, still neutral, no points awarded. Kerr, now he'll look to spin around. Cooney able to get back up to his feet. He'll go back to the center, and that will do it for our first period. No score on our Dakota Heritage Bank scoreboard. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Locations in North Dakota and Minnesota, dhb.bank. As we'll get a caution on Kerr. You get 2 free cautions. Third one is a point. Cooney in on the stand-up right away, and he'll get the escape point to take the first points of the match. 1-0. Iverson Cooney of Central Cass, Nia Kerr of Northern Cass. Kerr in on a throw attempt. Now a breakdown, but Cooney transitions it into a double leg and gets the takedown. 3 points, make it 4-0. 4-0. Cooney in on a base, has the leg posted out. Does Kerr. Cooney looking to ride on top. Halfway in the match, a minute remaining in this second period. Cooney able to break Kerr down to a base. Final 50 seconds of the period. Kerr able to get back to his base. Roll attempt. And able to get the reversal. Nia Kerr with the 2-point reversal. Cuts his deficit in half. He trails 2-4. He now gets the chance to ride on top. Final 30 seconds of the period. Cooney 2-on-1 with the near wrist. Edge of the mat. And out of bounds they'll go. As off the whistle, Cooney on a sit-out attempt, gets the 2 points, transitions it right into a half Nelson, and back points upcoming. Kerr's going to have to try to fight off his back for his final 10 seconds. He cannot. And Iverson Cooney the pinfall victory in a time of 3 minutes and 51 seconds. Extending the squirrel lead now at 18-6. As we'll move to 145. Again, we started at 121 pounds. So we'll go all the way up to 285 and then come back to 107 and 114. As 145 pounds. As both coaches talking with the official here at the scores table. And so officials timeout, we'll take one as well, YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
In a world of chaos, you need superhero-level protection.
I keep telling everyone they need to get the right protection for their lifestyle. Some do. We do.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IRIinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
So Riley Filler will get the forfeit victory at 145 pounds for the Squirrels. Cameron Simonson, the forfeit at 152. So we'll move to 160 pounds. So 45, Riley Miller got the forfeit victory for the Squirrels. Then at 52 did Cameron Simonson for Central Cass. Then at 160 we'll get a forfeit victory as Jacoby Anderson will get the forfeit victory, and then we'll move to 172 pounds. We'll get a forfeit victory for the Squirrels at 172.
At 189 pounds.
So we'll move to 189 as Alex Call of Central Cass will get the forfeit victory at 172. Dual score is 42-6. Atticus Geetson of Northern Cass with 189 pounds will take on Central Cass's Briley Marr for the Squirrels. Geetson versus Marr, Northern Cass versus Central Cass, here at 189 pounds. 42-6, Northern Cass leads in the duel. So with those couple forfeits, that will lock up the duel for Central Cass no matter what. As Marr duck under and a takedown to lead 3-0. 3-0, Marr with the lead. Minute 15 remaining in the period. Now looking to run the half, has it locked in, now he'll run it. Trying to get Geetson's shoulders to the mat, able to do so. Geetson though able to roll through, but a count of 4, and so Marr will get the 4-point near fall to go up 7-0. Final 35 seconds. Briley Marr now will run the half Nelson once again. Looking to get Geetson's back exposed. Geetson trying to roll through. Marr though able to settle in. Looking for the pinfall. Has 25 seconds to try to get it. And there it is. Briley Marr the pinfall in 1 minute and 37 seconds for the Squirrels. And that will extend their lead now to 48-6. Will move to 215 pounds. We'll wrestle 215, 285, then we'll go back to the lightweights, 107, 114, as we started the duel at 121 pounds. So Anders Hovdenes of Central Cass, Aiden Peterson of Central Cass is our 215-pound match. Neutral position. Circling the center of the mat, 215 pounds. Hovdenes with a shuck attempt. Peterson able to regroup and defend it. Hovdenes in on a shot attempt. Peterson though defends. Minute 20 remaining in the period. Double unders for Hovdenes, looking for a throw. Scramble, and it ends with a 3-point takedown for Hovdenes. 3-0, he leads Aiden Peterson. Halfway gone in the first period. Hovdenes looking to lock up a cradle. Now instead we'll switch to a crossface and look to run out front. Crossface runs out in front. Has the back exposed. Plenty of time he can settle in to try to get a pinfall. 42 seconds remaining in the period. Now Hovdenes will adjust the weight and look to settle in. Final 30 seconds. Final 25 seconds. Pearson tried to sprawl out. Hovdenes, though, able to regroup and resettle in, and there's the pinfall. Anders Hovdenes, the pinfall in 1 minute and 42 seconds. Pick up the victory. As Brody Gueston will get the forfeit victory at 285.
At 107 pounds. At 107 pounds, representing North Cass, Isaac Davidson. At 107, Cass,
As well now to 107 pounds. As Isaac Davidson of Northern Cass, Jaden Heel of Northern Cass. As Davidson quickly in on a takedown. And near fall points upcoming. He'll look to settle in to try to get a fall. Heel, though, able to get back to his base, but 4 near fall points to make it a 7-0 lead. As Davidson on a turn once again, looking for more near fall points or a pinfall. And there it is. Isaac Davidson, the pinfall in 54 seconds over Jaden Heil of Central Cass. That will bring up our final match of the duel. We'll have a JV match after this. 24-48 is our score in the duel. Central Cass with the duel lead as we'll go to 114 pounds.
Representing Central Cass on 114, Gallagher Wheeler.
As Gallagher Wheeler will get the forfeit victory for Central Cass, and that will end the duel at 52-24. As Jackton Ness for Northern Cass quickly taken down. As quickly a 7-0 lead for the Central Cass wrestler. I did not hear what the name was for that. As Jackton Ness looking to fight off of his back. Trying to roll through. Minute gone in the period. And we'll have our post-match show after this duel. Reaction from post-match sound from coaches and wrestlers, as well as a full recap and a couple of awards as the pinfall. As Anakin Fowl with the win. So we'll recap it when we return on yourliveevent.com.
Community. For more information, search Central Cass Booster Club on Facebook or email centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. That's centralcassboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Squirrels! Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The state-of-the-art STEM Center, along with our theater, music wing, early childhood center, wellness center, and athletic complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with their academics and activities.
Growers, prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. Choosing the right bank for your financial needs can be challenging with the many choices available. Dakota Heritage Bank is pleased you're interested in knowing more about what they can do for you. The Dakota Heritage Bank community bank setting is a strong advantage they have over larger, less personal banks. Customers are more than account numbers, they are friends and neighbors. Working together, Dakota Heritage Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
YourLiveEvent.com. The duel finishes Central Cass 54, Northern Cass 24. In our first duel, Grafton with a 36-30 victory over Northern Cass. Reaction when we return, YourLiveEvent.com.
Contact the installation place in Grafton for all your spray foam installation needs. Spray foam insulation expands to fill cracks and corners of attics, roofs, and walls, which seals conditioned air in and keeps unconditioned air out. Did you know that spray foam also lowers your energy bills, increases structural strength, and adds sound abatement? Contact the insulation place in Grafton at 701-352-3233. It's the Insulation Place in Grafton, your home for all your spray foam and roofing needs.
Get ready to make a true impact on the farm. Introducing the HDSR series of staggered rippers from Degelman Industries. At the heart of the machine is the HDSR's staggered two-row setup, which allows for better trash flow and lower draft than an inline ripper. Featuring a shorter implement contour length, easier transport, and better compaction shattering ability than the competitors. The HDSR series from Degelman Industries is engineered tough. Visit our website for more information.
The Grafton Spoiler Boosters would like to thank everyone in and around the community for their support. Thanks to your continued support and generosity, in the last 3 years, the Grafton Spoiler Boosters have been able to give back over $100,000 to student athletics and activities. Without your support of the Grafton Spoiler Boosters, this would not be possible. Thank you again, and go Spoilers! This message from the Grafton Spoiler Boosters.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com. Anders Hovden is joining us here. And Avner's, congratulations here. A couple wins. Not working by the hour here tonight. A couple of first period pinfall victories. Just kind of talk about your matches here tonight.
I went into them. I didn't know exactly what would be wrestling since it's a different weight class this year. I just kind of went in hoping, work hard and get some good results, and it happened. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about just the work here as we're, just the first couple weeks of the season, first couple of matches, just trying to get a hold of it. Kind of, what has the off season been like the first couple of weeks, just to kind of get you ready in for wrestling season?
Yeah, so I started going in right after football season, and I kind of went in. I didn't have the greatest season last year, so I kind of just went in hoping to work hard and get better results this year, and coaches have helped with that. My friend Luke's helped with that quite a bit. So just nice to have people with you to keep pushing you and helping you get ready for the season.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of those things. Wrestling is an individual sport, but it takes a lot of different coaches and practice partners and whatnot to work each and every single day to get you where you need to go. Talk about what that is, the goals for this season, what you kind of want to be able to continue and improve on, and accomplishment through the next couple of months.
Just keep being the best version of myself, working hard, recognize that what I put in before and after school during practices and at meets is how hard I work is going to relay to how good my results are. So.
All right, Anders, congratulations here on tonight. Good luck as you move forward the rest of the season.
All right, thank you.
All right, Anders Hovden is joining us here, YourLiveEvent.com. Take a break, back with more.
On relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge-Athabasca pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
If you're ready to save time, aggravation, and money, the team at Weber Insurance is here and ready to make the process as painless as possible. Weber Insurance makes sure you find the best insurance because their agency is 100% independent. They have the freedom to shop the marketplace and find the best possible combination of cost and coverage. Talk with Dan, Leslie, or Carol to get a quote started today, or go online to weberinsurance.net. Call, click, text, or stop in at Weber Insurance, locally owned in Castleton.
All right, back here, yourliveevent.com. Avery Davidson for Northern Cast joining us here. And Avery, able to get out on the mat here, able to get a different collection of some different opponents. Just talk about how nice it was to get on the mat and pick up those victories here tonight.
It's been really nice, especially this being my first year. I was glad to just get these matches in as some experience and wrestle some new people I've never wrestled before.
Yeah, talk about that. So as a first year, just kind of what's been the learning curve and kind of the shock that you've had the first couple of times just getting on the mat and kind of what this sport is all about?
Well, my dad's been really helpful and all of that. He's prepared me really well for this. I just go out there every time just thinking like you don't know what to expect. You just got to give it your all and just crush them, I guess.
Yeah, crush them. I love that term. Just talk about what it's been like here, getting ready for the season, the preparation, maybe some of the practices to get to where you are tonight.
Yeah, I started in the summer. I went to as many open mats as I could because got to learn so much to learn in this sport. And, yeah, we just practice every day, come ready to work.
Yeah, and then with that coming every day, with that ready to work, just talk about then the improvement that you hope to be able to see over the next couple of months and kind of the goals as the season progresses along.
All right. One of my goals is just to learn lots of technique and just go out there and, as I said, crush everybody. I just want to do my hardest and put in as much effort as possible. I know that that's what my dad and my coaches want out of me, so I'm just going to put in as much effort as I can.
All right, Avery, well, congratulations on the wins here tonight, and good luck. We'll see you down the road as the season goes along.
Thank you.
All right, Avery Davidson joining us here, yourliveevent.com. Take a break, back with more.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Partnership is a way of life here in the Northland. It's about pitching in to help our neighbors, making lending decisions locally, honoring long-term commitments to farmers, Main Street businesses, teams, schools, and rural communities. We're more than just a bank. We're a community partner, working constantly and diligently to enrich the lives of everyone we serve. Bank North, always true.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. We'll bring in Coach. We'll also bring in Dad as well as Gabe Davidson joining us here on yourliveevent.com. And Gabe, able to get the teams, both the boys and the girls, out on the mats here for some competition. Just kind of talk about the duels here tonight.
Yeah, well, thank you for being here. We really like having you broadcast this, so thank you. Duels, I'll tell you one thing, it's awesome to be at home. It's really fun. Our guys get excited to have a home duel. So that's number one. And next, it's really good to get everybody out there, seeing their work, their effort, what we've done in practice and in the room, and seeing it come to life out on the mat. So really good night.
Yeah, talk about what the effort that you've been able to put out on the mat here, what the practice is, what the first few weeks of the season have been like so far.
Yeah, so we really focus on effort. Coming in with the low numbers that we do have, we're not going to be able to focus on the team scores, things like that. Luckily, wrestling is a sport where you have your individual match, so that's what we focus on is our individual match, taking care of what you can take care of, and giving 100% effort.
Yeah, is that really something that you talk about, and they've kind of bought in the fact that really it is about focusing on your match, right? Obviously, just with the numbers, like you mentioned, right, their duel's going to be kind of hard to come by for that, but they really kind of bought into the fact of to focus in on their own match each and every night.
Effort is what counts. If you're giving 100% practice, 100% out on the mat, getting every takedown, trying to get every point, score as many points as you can, then you can leave the mat at the end of the match with no regrets.
Yeah, talk about that. What do you hope to see then as you build and develop the team over these next couple months? What do you want to see out of the Jaguars?
Yeah, so going forward, we're a young team. We have 6 junior high kids and then 3 upperclassmen. Junior high guys, it's exciting for us because they've all been in our youth program. This is kind of our first year of bringing up some 7th graders from our youth program, so that's exciting for us. So we do have some experience there. And then the older guys, we have Brody Gueston, who's been around now. He is state qualifier for us last year. Anders Hovdenes, who you talked to, he's actually wrestled for a long time. Hoping to see, him hit his groove this year. And then Luke Walsky wasn't here tonight, but he's another guy that will be leaning on this year.
Yeah, as you move forward, just talk about coming in the next couple of weeks here. What do you have going on before you hit Christmas break?
Yeah, so this weekend we actually split up. The girls go to Jamestown, and the boys will be in Hillsboro for dual tournaments. So it'll be good to get some first tournament action. Girls in Jamestown should be a bunch of teams there. Exciting matches. And then the dual tournament in Hillsboro, the duels with the low numbers, but we can't worry about that. We'll just go one match at a time.
All right, Gabe, thanks so much for your time. We'll see you then on Saturday. We'll have that for you on yourliveevent.com as well. And good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you so much.
All right, Gabe James joins us here, yourliveevent.com. Take a break, come back with more. Wrap it up.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture, so they know what makes a farm run, and they speak your language. The geeks at GK Technology have a map and an app for that.
Hunter Insurance Agency is a locally owned full-service agency providing protection and coverage in a number of different areas. Hunter Insurance Agency offers multi-peril crop insurance, crop hail insurance, and farm insurance for buildings and equipment. Plus, they offer home, auto, life, and business insurance. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com or stop in and speak with Johnny Jorgensen at Hunter Insurance Agency. Find them at 201 Main Street, Hunter.
Stop on out to Watts Ace Hardware in Castleton and gear up with name brands from Steel, Milwaukee, Ego, and Craftsman Power Tools. Plus, Watts Ace Hardware has a key cutting and paint mixing section for your own do-it-yourself projects. From their grill selection with Traeger, Blackstone, Weber, and the Big Green Egg to their customer laser engraving center, Watts Ace Hardware is a place you need to check out. Stop in at 1610 Governor's Drive in Castleton for Watts Ace Hardware.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. As you see, they're wrapping up the mats. We'll name out some awards here, some awards tonight. We'll start with our move of the match. That is from Agassiz Precision Ag, your local precision planting dealer. Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. As we talked with Anders Hovnes, 2-0 for him tonight in that second match, able to get the throw, able to get the turn and pick up the pinfall victory in that duel against Central Cass. Hovnes with the 1 minute and 43-second victory over Aiden Peterson. That pinfall was our Agassiz Precision Ag move of the match. Call them at 701-436-2119 or visit them online at planterdoc.com. Our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the match, we talked to her as well in our post-match show. That goes to Avery Davidson, picking up 3 victories in the girls' division here tonight. A pinfall victory against Crystal Magnuson in round number 1. In round number 2, a 22-12 victory over Violet Hoyles of Grafton. And at the end, also picking up a pinfall victory in a minute 6 over Quinn Slotdahl of Breckenridge Wahpeton. She is our Enbridge Energy Wrestler of the match. From Enbridge, Life Takes Energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Take a break, come back with more. We'll recap the duels and wrap it up. That's next on yourliveevent.com.
I'm Diana, and I work at Marvin. Working in manufacturing, not a lot of sitting, so it just makes your day go by faster. Belonging to Marvin makes me feel stable. 25 years. My kids were little when I started here in Grafton. Now I have a daughter that works here. She was one of the ones that pushed me to become the lead, pushed me to be the person that I am now. And I just see myself retiring here. If you're looking for an awesome place to work, come join me at Marvin.
Our duels here tonight on yourliveevent.com. We'll start with our first duel was Northern Cass against Grafton. It was the Spoilers picking up the 36-30 victory. 107 Isaac Davidson, a forfeit victory for the Jaguars. Then Owen Steinberger, a forfeit victory as well for Northern Cass at 114. 121-127 was a double forfeit. Then at 133, Rico Estrella from Grafton, a pinfall victory over Remington Burnside in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. 139, Cruiser Burns, a 1 minute 23 second victory over Nia Kerr. 145 for the Spoilers, Robert Rodriguez with a forfeit victory. Then at 152, Andy Pollock from Grafton with a forfeit victory. 160, Shaden Thomas, and 172, Miguel Rodriguez also picking up forfeit victories for the Spoilers. 189, Atticus Geitzen of Northern Cass picking up the forfeit victory. Anders Hovness of Northern Cass, a 7-second pinfall over Dylan Tapia of Grafton. And at 285, Brody Geston with the forfeit victory for Northern Cass. That resulted in a 36-30 victory in favor of the Grafton Spoilers. Second one was Central Cass versus Grafton. 107 was Jaden Heil of Central Cass picking up the forfeit. 114, Mason Lamar, a forfeit victory for the Squirrels. Also picking up forfeit victories at 121, Jake Myron, and at 127, Anakin Fow of Central Cass. 133, Rico Estrella picking up the forfeit victory for Grafton. Then at 139, Cruiser Burns, a 1 minute 57 second victory over Iverson Cooney. 145, Isaac Navarro of Grafton, a 4 minute 18 second pinfall victory over Riley Miller. 160, Cameron Simonson of Central Cass, a 1 minute 49 second pinfall victory over Shaden Thomas. Uh, 172, Alex Call of Central Cass, the forfeit victory. 189, Aiden Peterson of Central Cass, a forfeit victory. 215, Riley Miller was of Central Cass, a 1 minute 53 second pinfall victory over Dylan Tapia. And at 285, it was a double forfeit for the final dual score of Central Cass 48 and Grafton 24. Our nightcap here went Northern Cass and Central Cass. The Squirrels picking up a 54-24 victory. 121, Jake Myron of Central Cass picking up a forfeit victory, as did Anakin Fow of the Squirrels. And at 133 for Northern Cass, Remington Burnside picking up the forfeit victory. 139, Iverson Cooney of Central Cass, a pinfall victory in 354 over Nia Kerr. 145, Central Cass, Riley Miller, a forfeit victory. Also picking up forfeit victories for the Squirrels at 152 was Cameron Simonson. 160, Jacoby Anderson. 172, Alex Call. At 189, Briley Marr of Central Cass, a 139 pinfall victory over Atticus Geetson. 215, Anders Hovdenis of Northern Cass a 1 minute 43 second pinfall victory over Aiden Peterson. And at 285, Brody Geston picks up the forfeit victory for Northern Cass. Went back to 107, Isaac Davidson, the pinfall victory for Northern Cass over Jaden Heil. And at 114 ended Gallagher Wheeler of the Squirrels picking up the forfeit victory. That was our match recap brought to you by Hunter Insurance. Hunter Insurance Agency is dedicated to providing you the best support for your insurance request from crop, hail, farm, commercial, and home. For more information, go online to hunterinsuranceagency.com. Take a break, and we will wrap it up when we return. YourLiveEvent.com.
Northern Kansas School District believes that every learner can change the world. That's why they provide a world-class education. Northern Kansas will commit to purposely build trust, develop authentic relationships, and engage in innovative practices which will empower learners to be choice-ready. Northern Kansas is dedicated and passionate about relationships, teaching and learning, self-reflection, acknowledging greatness, and support of the community. For more information, go online to northernkansasschool.org. That's northernkansasschool.org.
At Polar Communications, innovation is in our DNA. We're pioneers, always looking ahead to what's next to ensure our communities thrive. We were the first in the state to offer gig services, and we didn't stop there. We continue to lead the way in delivering high-quality, reliable technology to your doorstep. A better experience starts here.
Back here, YourLiveEvent.com, wrapping it up from the Northern Cass School. As, again, YourLiveEvent.com, the winter sports season just getting started, but plenty of action of high school sports all throughout North Dakota and Minnesota your way on YourLiveEvent.com here in this early part of December. Tomorrow on YourLiveEvent.com, Grafton will face off against Carrington. Napoleon Gackel Streeter against Sargent County, and Minot versus West Fargo in girls basketball on YourLiveEvent.com. Then, as I mentioned, on Saturday we'll have coverage of the Hillsborough Central Valley Dual Wrestling Tournament. That starts at 9:30 on Saturday. We'll have full coverage for you from the Hillsborough Event Center for the Dual Tournament right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Next Monday, we'll have boys basketball with Foston taking on Mahnomen Waban. And next Tuesday, in girls basketball, we will have Hawley versus Ada Borup West, Walker Hackensack Akeley versus Mahnomen Waban on YourLiveEvent.com, as well as the Barnes County basketball tournament, which will feature Northern Cass versus White Shield, Lemoore Litchfield Marion versus Wyomere Lidgewood, Valley City versus South Border, and Maple River versus Enderlin. Also, girls basketball will have Hillsborough Central Valley versus Carrington, Ellendale versus Sargent County. Boys basketball on YourLiveEvent.com next Tuesday, Cass Lake Bean against Ada Borup West, Park Christian versus Climax Fisher, and Staples Motley versus Hawley. All that coming up on YourLiveEvent.com. So a reminder, if you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you're notified every time we go live. Visit us online at our website, YourLiveEvent.com, for the up-to-date current future schedules as well. Thank you so much for tuning in here tonight. Thank you so much to all the sponsors that you saw and heard throughout this podcast. Of course, whenever possible, we ask that you please patronize these businesses. At the very least, stop on in and tell them thank you, as without them, this coverage would not be possible. I'm Brady Siebel saying thank you so much, and have a great night, everybody.